Ahoy Rum Explorers, I'm Nia, I'm a rum enthusiast, and today we're exploring Old Brigand Black Label Superior Barbados Rum. It's actually distilled and bottled. Talk about why Phil bought this bottle. Yes, this is one of the bottles that Phil got me after our Barbados trip. The history of the distillery and the review. So grab a drink and come plunder some rum with me. So do you have your rum drink? It's officially rum time. So a little bit of history of this bottle. I decided to continue with this Barbadian rum review. If you did tune into the last review, it was Alleyne Arthur's Special Barbados rum. So there is a connection between that bottle and this bottle, which is very, very interesting. So as far as the history of this bottle and that bottle, they have the Alleyne Arthur connection. Let's go back to the 1970s, where Alleyne Arthur actually brought Brigand rum, which is very interesting. And then once that happened, in 1993, R.L. Seale and Company bought all of the Alleyne Arthur assets, which there's your connection. That's why they all have kind of like a connection because of Alleyne Arthur. Now, regarding this specific bottle, there's really no age statement to it, but based on my research, I found that it's a blend of rums, as always, pot and column when it comes to Foursquare Distillery, that they actually age around 5 years and then they blend them. Now, the story of why Phil bought this bottle is quite interesting. I'm still working on the vlogs from Barbados, so make sure you're subscribed so you can watch out for those. But we actually went to Barbados and we went to these things called the Rum Shop. So at the Rum Shop, you get together with friends, and what they sell is like little handles. So they look kind of like this, and also I'll put an image right here of the actual bottle that we tried that inspired Phil to buy this. It's Old Brigand, which is a very common rum found everywhere. They call it the one-eyed man, is the nickname that they have on the island. You will see it all over the place. But let me tell you, that rum is superb. So at the Rum Shop, we ordered a bunch of bottles of rum, and then one of those, the little flask looking bottle, they had of Old Brigand. So when Phil saw this at the liquor store, and we already liked the basic one, he figured that the Black Label Superior would be much, much better. Now once again, this was bought out by R.L. Seale and Company. So it's now actually distilled and bottled in Foursquare rum. So we are expecting an incredible rum, let's be honest. They have a great reputation. So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, that's a interesting pop. Once again, I brought back the rum taster glass and the Glencairn to compare. And thank you to everyone that commented on the last video. I'm glad you love experimenting like this, especially Sid. He went into detail of why the thinner glass is actually more interesting, and it varies in the flavors. But let's see. I definitely want to keep this up. I'm gonna pour a little bit on this one. Now, as far as the coloring, please remember that these are basically golden rums, not because of the coloring, because as we all know, Foursquare does not add absolutely anything to the rum, but it's still a very light amber champagne-ish color is what I would call it. Ooh, that nose, it's already coming up. It smells so good. And like I said, the Special Barbados rum did remind me of the regular Old Brigand. So I'm very interested to see how this competes with that one. And I do have it very close to me, so I'll bring that out and we'll do a live comparison. Now once again, I'm just gonna lightly swish this. Now as far as the legs, I'm getting a little bit of beating on the glass. Again, they said that these are like 5-year-old rums. The basic old Brigand, based on my research, it said that it was like 3-year-old, like a blend of 3-year-old rums. Okay, so let's jump right into the review. Okay, and I'm back. So as far as the notes, it's pretty much the same. In the Glencairn, I'm getting orange peel, fusel oil, nail polish, and then on the rum taster, I'm getting toffee, some dark chocolate. I'm not getting the same butterscotch note as the special Barbadian rum that we tried on the last video, but there is some sweetness to it. Now on the palate, it's very, very different. So on the rum taster glass, I'm getting that finish of like rums that are aged in ex-cognac barrels. That's the finish I'm getting on the rum taster. And then on the Glencairn, I'm getting extremely floral notes. And I am getting a little bit of a, I want to say, oaky finish on that one. And then as far as the rum journal, this is going to be a gold rum. As far as the Gargano rum type classification, this is going to be a single blended, because remember, these are rums aged in column and pot stills. And then as far as the Royal Rum Society's taste classification, I gave this a 5. So between 1 being the driest and 9 being the sweetest. It's kind of like in the perfect middle. As far as bland to flavorful, I did give it a D. It's kind of like in the middle as well. But as far as from smooth to harsh, I gave it a low because it is extremely smooth. It's way smoother than the last video. And then as far as the whiskey exchange flavor camps, I gave this fruity and spicy. Now, I did bring out the Rum Aroma training kit today again, and I brought out toffee. And then on number 17, which is orange peel. And then this time, based on the reviews and the research that I did online, a lot of people said that this was very reminiscent of nuts or like almond nuts. I don't know, but I figured I'd bring that out. I do have an aroma called nut. Now, as we all know, nuts are very, very different. But to me, I could see how maybe we could get some hazelnut notes on the first one, on the rum taster. So let's go ahead and move this. So I'm gonna start with toffee. No, I think the caramel was more closer to it. Now I'm gonna move on to orange peel. No orange peel. And the last one is nut. I might have to again re-dip this because the nut is very, very weak. I could see some light remnants of nut. To me, it's like reminding me of a little bit of hazelnut. Like, maybe because of the, I'm talking about like dark chocolate, maybe like a hazelnut. Now I'm gonna move on to the Glencairn. So this one's gonna be toffee. No, to me the orange peel is so prominent on this one. And crazy enough, I thought it was gonna be orange peel, but I'm detecting, like I mentioned, a little bit of like a floral note, which is what I usually get in rums that are aged in ex-cognac barrels. They're kind of more on like a perfumey, like a floral perfume smell. That's what I'm getting on this one. I could definitely see the orange peel, but in there, but it's more like a floral note. And then the last one is gonna be nut. A little bit more on the rum taster glass, but that's really, really interesting. So I will be continuing with a Barbadian rum collection review this time. So make sure, if you do love Barbadian rums as much as I do, that you hit that subscribe button so I can welcome you on board. Please don't forget, I'm trying to hit my 1,000 subscribers so you can see me suffer. I will be doing the 1 chip challenge when I hit 1,000. 60% of you are watching my videos and not subscribing. Please, please, please remember to subscribe. Now, a little bit of a spin this time. I'm gonna go ahead and bring back that Barbados rum. I am gonna use a Glencairn glass to compare both. So let's try this out real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and compare these two. Let's just remember the Black Label is a little bit more aged than this other one. This one's a 5-year-old. And if you have not watched the video of this bottle, I'm actually doing a giveaway of this bottle. I'll put the card up above so you make sure you watch it and comment and see a little bit more in-depth review of this one and let me know what you think. So I'm gonna swirl it around a little. I'm gonna start with this one. Cleanse my palate with some Mananalu water. Again, no plastic bottles on this channel. Let's save the oceans. So let's start with the Old Brigand Black Label. Cheers. Cleansing my palate with water so I have a fresh perspective of the next rum. Now, once again, this is not aged in ex-cognac barrels, but it's definitely giving me that palate, which is very interesting. If you have tried rums with this kind of palate, meaning aged in ex-cognac barrels, please comment down below. I'd love to hear your perspective of notes of those types of rums and see if you get those floral notes. And now let's move on to the special Barbados rum and see. Yeah, they're actually not reminding me of each other. This is definitely more of a peppery, white pepper finish. This one's more of like a floral. You could tell because it's a little bit more aged, it's a little bit more mature, it's a little bit more sophisticated, so you get more of those beautiful floral notes. So I love doing these live comparisons. Let me know what you think, but make sure you hit the subscribe button because again, we're doing a very long series on Barbados rums, and I look forward to the next rum. Cheers. Oh, that's very good. Hey, did you enjoy this review with this unique tasting finished rum? Why don't you watch this video right here? This one has a very unique finish. It's a rum from Fiji by Plantation. So go check it out. Hey, did you enjoy this review with this unique tasting finished rum? Why don't you watch this video right here? This one has a very unique finish. It's a rum from Fiji by Plantation. So go check it out.